What if the person you've been your whole life isn't actually who you are? What if she's just the version of you that learned how to stay safe? The one who knows exactly how much tension to hold in her body so she's steady, ready for the criticism, ready for the rejection, ready to shift and adjust and make sure everyone else stays comfortable. The people pleaser who monitors, manages, anticipates, because if you stay ready, you can keep everyone happy. And if you can keep everyone happy, maybe you'll be safe. And then one day that tension drops and you look in the mirror and you think, wait, who is this? Because without the bracing, without the constant readiness, without the people-pleasing pattern running in the background, you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Hey friends, I'm Sandy Bartlett, Shamanic Practitioner for Second Spring women who are ready to stop people-pleasing and reclaim their lives. And this is Journey to Self, Power Beyond People-Pleasing. Today we're talking about what your body does when it stops bracing for impact and why that doesn't feel like relief at first. And before we get into that, let's do our intuitive moment. I pulled today from my Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, and the card I pulled is Flow. And honestly, it couldn't be more perfect for what we're talking about. The card shows this beautiful figure, crown of light, surrounded by water and movement. And the message is about effortless, natural movement. It's about allowing, about trusting that when it's time, your intentions will take shape without you forcing them. And here's what the guidebook says about flow. It says, don't try to push against the river or swim upstream right now. You can trust that when the time is right, your dreams will begin to take shape. And that line, this is not the time to bang on doors that refuse to open. That's the medicine. Because for those of us recovering from people pleasing, we were taught that our job is to push, to make things happen, to stay ready and manage and control so nothing goes wrong. The bracing in your body, that's the upstream swim. That's you trying to force safety by staying ready. Flow is the invitation to stop swimming against the current of your own nervous system, to let the tension drop, to trust that softening won't make you unsafe. It'll finally let you move. That noticing, that's part of what today is all about. If this is landing for you, if you're noticing how much tension you've been holding just to stay ready, to stay safe, to keep everyone else comfortable, I want you to know the unfamiliarity isn't a problem. It's the doorway. This is energy clearing work. Releasing the vigilance your body has been holding from years of people pleasing so you can finally soften. I offer one-to-one shamanic sessions for women who are ready to stop bracing and let their nervous system remember what safety actually feels like. If you're ready, the link to book a session is in the show notes. Your body learned to hold tension as protection. It was your early warning system. Not because something bad was happening, but because something bad might happen if you didn't stay ready. The tension became your insurance policy. your way of staying prepared to manage everyone else's comfort. Over time, you stopped noticing it. It just became who you are as a people pleaser. But that constant readiness, that's your nervous system stuck in survival mode. The promise was, if I stay vigilant, I can keep everyone happy. If I can keep everyone happy, I'll be safe. So let me ask you, can you feel where you're holding tension right now? Just notice it. We'll come back to this. Growing up, I remember watching my mom always being on a diet. The constant tension around food and body. That became the baseline, became my baseline. The body as something to be managed, monitored, and controlled. I learned early that my body wasn't just mine. It was something that had to be acceptable to everyone else. The vigilance around food, around weight, around being too much in any direction. My body learned, if I'm not watching, I'm not safe. If I'm not managing this, something bad will happen. That's ancestral patterning. The inherited belief that women's bodies are something to be managed, not inhabited. The people-pleasing pattern passed down through the maternal line. So what happens when the tension drops? The absence of tension feels like losing your identity because the bracing wasn't just physical. It was how you knew who you were. The version of you that's always ready, always monitoring, always one step ahead of being found lacking. And you may not even realize it. Some of the ways your body carries itself, some of the sensory things. Maybe your shoulders live somewhere near your ears that you're always kind of, hunched. I know I have to constantly, especially not so much now. When I was in corporate, I had to constantly, I would sit and I was kind of like this. Even when I was driving, I would my elbows were on something and I was constantly like this. It was no wonder my neck hurt all the time. Or my jaw would be clenched. Your jaw's doing the work that you never asked it to do. Or you're breathing from the top third of your lungs, that shallow breathing instead of the deep breathing. And it takes, trust me, it takes practice, I know. It's like your body is a fist that won't unclench. So, back to the tension, the version of you that's always ready. And those are some of the ways, like the shoulders and the jaw and the tightness and everything. The people pleaser in you knows how to manage everyone else's comfort before your own. And when that version softens, sometimes you don't initially feel relieved. You feel untethered. So let me share, this is what soul retrieval feels like. Meeting the version of yourself who doesn't need armor anymore. If you're feeling this right now, that groundlessness, I see you. You're not alone in this. For your empowerment action, think about, what if not recognizing yourself is the whole point? What if the person you've been was never the whole truth, just the safest version? The version who learned that people-pleasing keeps you safe. The softness, the groundlessness, the unfamiliarity, that's not you losing yourself. That's you meeting yourself without the armor for the first time. One thing to try this week: notice where the bracing still lives in your body. Just notice it. You don't have to try to fix it right now. Just notice. The unfamiliarity isn't failure. It's your body finally trusting it doesn't have to stay ready. Until next time, be true to you.